Thank you. Good afternoon, Minister Wang. I'm from Xinhua News Agency. The National Institutional Reform is the focal point this year, and since your ministry has been newly established last year, there have been 5 years of reform in this way. What's your take about the changes brought about by such institutional reform, especially in the emergency management sector? Thank you for your concern of the work of emergency management. Ever since the establishment of the Ministry of Emergency Management, there has been several changes. To share with you some numbers. First of all, as to the number of safety protection accidents, it has been declining. Last year, the death tolls caused by unsafe production, it has been reduced. And secondly, as to the number of natural disasters leading to the death tolls, compared to the average number in the past 5 years, there has been a reduction of 54.3%. Because of the institutional reform, our ministry was put in place that improves the systematic and comprehensive and coordinated emergency management. And there have been some changes visible to all of us. First of all, we have a coordinated effort towards different categories of disasters. We hope to introduce a framework of safety in an all-round way. In the past, disasters of different sorts belong to the tasks of different ministries and authorities, but now we take cohesive efforts to have a comprehensive management of all the disasters. So our ministry is like the authority responsible for those sorts of disasters. We could have collective efforts to respond to those different disasters. Secondly, we have a whole process management. Previously, when the accidents or disasters broke out, we of course run to the front line immediately. But now, we focus on prevention and rescue at the same time. There would be some prepared measures to respond to the emergencies ahead of time, and when those emergencies happen, we come to the site for more rescue work. And after the accidents, there would be some handling procedures afterwards, so as to correct the behaviors in the future and improve the effects. And we have coordinated efforts in a timely and orderly fashion, thus improving efficiency of our work. Third, all-day preparedness. So prevention and the handling of those emergencies would be more orderly. We took actions in a timely fashion before, but now we had more thorough risk aversion mechanism. So there would be several rounds of rehearsals. And we will have some preparedness of materials and the rescuers. So even before those disasters happen, our manpower is always in place, just in case. Fourth, our coordination could mobilize all forces effectively. In the past 5 years, emergency management capacity has been strengthened greatly. And the firefighting team has been the mainstay and the national team of our emergency management efforts. They could respond to all sorts of emergencies. And at critical moments, this team could mean the difference between life and death. At the same time, we also incentivize the SOEs and social forces to be part of this effort. In front of the grand emergencies and disasters, even the military forces could be behind us. So such reform has brought many significant changes in a positive way, and in the next step, we will continue to execute the decisions of CPC Central Committee and deepen the reform so as to bring about a new chapter of emergency management with Chinese characteristics. Next question.
I'm with Economic News Daily. The report General Secretary Xi delivered to the Chinese CPC National Congress called for the transformation of pre-the-case preparedness. So my question is, what plans do you have to follow through this instruction? Thank you very much. Pushing the focus of public safety management to before the disaster is the new requirement of the Chinese CPC National Congress, which means that we have to do a better job in terms of preparedness. We cannot afford any negligence in our work related to emergency management. So that's why we are going to focus on the following areas. Number one, focus on the source of the problems. For every incident, there is a source. So we have to trace back to the source. And this is a long-term approach as a matter of fact. And last year, we engaged in a national survey regarding risks related to natural resources. Going forward, we are going to leverage the result of this national survey to serve national strategy, major projects, and economic and social development of different localities. For example, we can guide the infrastructure and population of some cities to make more deployment in places that are safer, be it project construction or the installation of other key facilities. We have to do a good job from the source. And number two, put in place routine management and control. We have to be persistent and work around the clock according to very strict procedures so that we can rule out the hazards of incidents. In the meantime, we have to put together our resources against natural disasters. We have to put in place dynamic evaluation so that we can come up with targeted countermeasures. And number three, do a better job in early warning and monitoring. We need to do a better job in IT. It is also necessary to step up with the early warning system for disasters. For example, we have to build a national early warning system and platform for natural disasters and for mineral mines and other key assets. There must be an early warning platform for places where people gather. We have to put in place smart fire control so that we can identify the risk early and put in place early warning and early reporting. And number four, put in place engineering management. Engineering approaches can improve and increase our preparedness and dramatically improve safety, and we have to be willing to spend money on safety. And this goes to some major facilities and major projects. Their safety level must be improved. For some major projects, we have to design a safety redundancy for every 50 years or every 100 years. So this is simply to say that we have to improve our preparedness against natural disasters, and there are 9 key national projects against natural disasters. Also, we have to introduce a number of safety projects, deliver smart and safe mineral mines, some old chemical products and equipment and facilities, and the upgrading of dilapidated urban pipelines, their safety has to be guaranteed through some smart technology. Next question, please.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Minister Wang. I'm a reporter from the Workers' Daily China.net. My question is, in the government work report, it's mentioned to enhance the safe production work. So what measures will be taken this year to avert such major events? Thank you. Thank you for your attention paid to safe production issue. Safe production matters to the life and property safety of our people. It is also concerning to the social and economic development and social stability. That's why the Chinese government and CPC Central Committee have always put premium on safe production, especially since the 18th National Congress, under the leadership of CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core. Safe production status quo has been improving. For example, in the first 10 years' time, the major accidents may be above 60 per year, but in the recent 5 years, it's been lowered to 15 accidents. And last year, it was a lowest 1 accident only. But still, we must stay calm-minded that safe production situation is still complex because we boast a large number of those highly risky enterprises. For example, chemical industry output accounts for 40% of the world's total here in China. As to coal mines, the number stands at 4,400, and last year they generated 5.4 billion tons of coal. That's a historical record. And there were also so many non-coal mines. For example, the gas pipelines in the city runs for 1 million kilometers. Those pose risks for safe production. Since this year, safe production situation is not all rosy. In February, although the number of accidents jumped down greatly, in the post-pandemic era, the resumption of work production was the new momentum, and the number of accidents and the death number decreased by 46.3% and 37.6% respectively. But there were 3 major accidents which caused huge losses to people in terms of life and property, and that was heart-wrenching for many families. Particularly in the open-pit coal mine in Inner Mongolia, the coal mine collapse was a major accident, leading to 53 casualties. That was a heavy lesson to all of us. In the next step, we must prevent those major accidents and take it as the priority of our work. To that end, first of all, we must have the accountability system in place. We urge all parties to learn the spirits of safe production, instructed by General Secretary Xi Jinping to coordinate between development and safety. The sense of responsibility must be practiced in their daily work. That is paramount. That's why before the 2 sessions, the State Council Safety Committee has dispatched over 20 work teams to different localities to supervise and inspect, and to urge the implementation of those new policies. Secondly, the correction of behaviors. In the last 3 years, we've seen the 3-year action plan implemented as to safe production, generating some initial achievements, and we must carry on such achievements. This year, we will turn our sight to the prioritized industries in terms of behavior correction. And there must be a list of enterprises and a database so as to have closed-loop management and hold on to the bottom line of no major accident this year. If any major accident occurs, we must hold those certain persons accountable and have the penalty system in place. Third, ensure services. We will organize certain experts to serve the key enterprises and industries so as to eradicate hazards and solve the safe production problems. For example, in the field of coal mines and non-coal mines, we will dispatch the working teams to those prioritized enterprises to help them. Last year, we visited Guizhou province, and this year, we will pay visit to Xinjiang. For those enterprises with high hazards, we will also have some experts to pair with them. There will be similar such services to certain service industries. Fourth, enhance the basics. For safe production, the basics are paramount. We must aggressively encourage scientific and technological application. Those high-techs and equipment must be encouraged to be used, especially in the highly dangerous industries. Through mechanization, intelligence, and automation, we can replace certain manpower. And another point is about personnel training. There must be solid measures to improve the quality of the employees, and there must be regular education programs to promote the science knowledge. Then we can establish the public awareness of safe production and enhance the capacity of preparedness. Here, we call upon our media friends to continue your attention to our safe production issue. Thank you.